let's take a moment and talk about our eyebrows. Our eyebrows are the most important part of our face. Our eyebrows frame our face, and I just really notice people's eyebrows when I see them, when I talk to them, whatever the case it may be. One thing that drives me absolutely crazy is when people use eyeliner to fill in their eyebrows. Eyeliner is not for filling in your eyebrows. In fact, eyeliner is for lining your eyes. Would you imagine that? So let's jump into my eyebrow routine. I'm actually doing this because several people, more than a handful of people, have actually asked me, like, do you have YouTube tutorials on your eyebrows? And no, I don't. So here goes nothing. This is an eyebrow after I put this on at 4:30. It's 7:26. So that's about what, 16 hours. I'm not good at math. So this is what it looks like after. This is the before. So I'm going to make this look like this. So as you can clearly see, the eyebrow is a little bit different. This is a spoolie. It's actually a NYX eyebrow pen. It's a micro pen. And on the end, you can actually use this to do your eyebrows. This is an eyebrow pencil. It's not an eyeliner, but I don't like it because it's skinny. I like my eyebrows thicker, and it's harder to build them up to being this thick with the tip this skinny. So that's that, and you can use this. But what I do like is the spoolie, and as you can see, I need to take some time and either tweeze my eyebrows so they're insanely thin, or go ahead and get them threaded. I prefer threading them, but I don't even do it as often as I used to because I do fill in my eyebrows and I give them the shape that I want them to have. And the awesome thing about that is some days you might want to have a high arch, some days you might want to have a low arch. So when you're filling in your eyebrows, you can really make them what you want to be. Okay, so this is not a black pencil. It's actually a brown pencil. What happens when you use a black pencil, if you're about my complexion, even though I am darker skin, a black pencil still want to be too dark and too harsh on my skin. So this, it's called dark brown. This dark brown is perfect. So what I do is I always start where my natural eyebrow starts. So my brow starts right here. So I start filling it in, and see I'm doing strokes. I'm not doing one long line. I go in and I build my arch. So right now I'm building the arch. And don't worry, because we're going to go back in and clean that up. So that's actually, I'm thinking it's probably all I'm really going to do on the bottom. Let me go back in one more time. And you can decide, you can use this time on the bottom to decide how long you want them to be. Most people say the angle from your eye out is going to be where your eyebrows go. But you can make that angle be, well, no. If you're angling up towards the sky, this is where it's going to be. I like mine to be not too long, but a little bit longer. All right, the dryer, that's the washer. All right. So let's not have that glare on my forehead. There it goes. All right, so now we're going to do the same with the top. Don't worry about this too much because we're going to go back in with the concealer and we're going to clean it up and give it that really crisp look. So now, let me see if I can move this light so it's not glaring on my face. That's better. No, it's not better. All right, so now we're going to go back in and do the same thing with the top. Remember, start where your natural brow starts. So just notice I'm not doing those long dramatic strokes. Everything is like a short stroke, just filling it in, giving it the thickness I want, and building the arch. Just going over the arch a couple of times and pulling it down. All right. So that's that. It's not perfect or anything, But I'm about to show you what makes it crisp and what's going to make it look like this. So you don't need to necessarily be able to draw your eyebrows on perfectly, because that's not how it works. This is what has to be done, because you have to, I don't know what you call it, but you have to thin this out. You have to run the spoolie back into this so it's not so thick at the beginning. That just looks terrible when you have these just dark from start to finish eyebrows. I hate that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to run the spoolie through it a little bit. Just brush it out a little bit, especially in the front. Let me get that tip off. My camera's not so great. It's okay. So just pull it back, brush, 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 brush. All right. This is the brush I use. It's old. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and it's probably needs a RP on it. So, but I pull it so that it's flat. So anything you can use to make it like flat so you can smooth out the edges and get you a nice crisp finish for your eyebrows. You can use an angle brush and do the same thing, but don't use it putting the angle against your face. Use it like this so that you're pulling it across your face. But I'm going to use this because this is what I like. So you're going to get a concealer, any type of concealer. I like the NYX. This is almost dead. I almost need a new one. All of my stuff is old. It's used up. It's beat up. I wear makeup every day. Not on the weekends, but if I'm going to work, I'll wear makeup. So I'm going to choose... Oh, my lighting is terrible. I'm going to use this one because it's kind of the same color as my skin tone. So I'm going to go in there. Let me see if I can show you. Let me get that product on there. I like to put this on heavy because this I can smooth out and blend in. So see, I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, there it is. So it's on there. Watch what I do. This is what makes your eyebrow the eyebrow. All right. Remember, everything is done in smooth, short strokes. Nothing is one long stroke. Everything is just a bunch of short strokes. All right. So wherever I want, wherever the tip of my eyebrow is, put your brush there and just begin to pull it up. Get into the arch, wherever you want your arch to be. That's where your arch goes. Just pull it down. Back into the arch. All right. You see how now it looks nice and crisp? My eyebrows do need to be done because I have some pieces that are falling into where it needs to be looking crisp at. Like over here, so it looks crooked. I don't like that. So I'm going to go back. Just going to pull it down. Smooth it out. Might actually be a hair because it's not smoothing out and it is a hair. Alright, so you see how it's nice and crisp and it has the arch that I want. So I'm going to do the same thing with the top. I'm going to go back into the product, get it on the brush. It's just a highlighter and concealer. No, conceal and correct contour. Conceal, correct contour. So it is a highlight. No, it's a concealer and a contour. Whatever. See, I don't really know anything about makeup. I just know what to do with it. Alright, the same thing. Excuse me. The same thing for the top. So it's a little bit thicker than I wanted it to be. So I'm going to go down into it. I'm going to start below the line. I'm going to pull the product back. And I'm coming into the arch. And bringing it down to meet the bottom. See, it's coming together. So let me go back into the bottom. Blend it out, pull it out. Now I'm just cleaning it up, now I'm taking some of the product off. The brush is about empty. So I can really see it coming together. So now I'm just going to I'm going to pull my brush through it a couple of times just to take some of the product off. Alright, and I'm using the flat because I use it so much that it's like flat right there. This is flat. Alright, here we go. Pulling it back. Alright. And I can thin it out this way too, and just, this is how you get that nice crisp. And it's a good way if you're trying to grow your eyebrows in, I'm always trying to grow them in. Because they're naturally thick, so I do prefer to wear them thicker. People do not do this because your hands have so much germs and bacteria on them, but I'm actually about to wipe all this off and take a shower and get all the germs and everything off. I could really use a blending brush to do this. But if I'm being honest, this is what I do some mornings. And you can tell this is like the shape I do my eyebrows almost every single day because this one looks like that one. I'm actually going to blend it out a little bit more on the top. I do like them to look a little bit sparse in the front. And there you have it. What you'll do is you'll take you can take a blending brush and whatever powder you use, just brush some powder around the edge just to clean up the concealer because there is like a little dusty like shadow around it. But there we go. I think that's pretty good. Go to work, go home. That's not a bad brow. All right, thanks. Who knows if I'll even post this? Hopefully I will, but thank you.